Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in the last couple of days, some people said that there is the mod called Wars of the God, which is very good and it offers a very challenging campaign. So I decided to give it a try. But unfortunately, I'm sorry, but I have to say that I just had the worst total war experience I've ever had. Uh, the mod is a very big mod, but I think it's just a completely mess, a very big mess. Uh, okay, so let's find out why it's just a very big mess. Okay, so first we take a look at the unit in the game, in the mod. We have a lot of faction, we have all faction available here to play, and a lot of unit. But if you look very closely, a lot of unit in the mod come from different unit mod on the workshop. And most of them together, they don't make sense at all. Like, take a look at the Roxolani faction, and why do they have chariots? That's really completely nonsense. And we even have some unit that basically the same but with different name, same start. Okay, here too, it's just same unit but with different name. They don't even bother to rename the unit. Oh, okay, we have unit with Latin name, we have unit with Greek name, we have unit with English name all over the place. It's just a very big mess of unit, and most of them doesn't make sense at all, especially the start. Come on, what is that? My eye hurts while looking at the unit start in this mod. Why it doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, really doesn't make sense. Okay, the Amazon Archer have 44 missile damage, more than a javelin. It's more than a javelin man. Okay, and the javelin man only have 43 missile damage. It's a really big mess. Okay, so that's a unit. So let's see how the campaign. Okay, so here I tried the campaign as the Macedon. Why? Because it's my favorite faction. And take a look at the family tree. Okay, we have Alexander the Great and Philip of the Macedon at the same time. And for some reason, Philip is at 29 years, while Alexander is 44. And it's 272 BC. Oh come on, this doesn't make sense at all. Like, what the hell is that? Okay, and over here we have the recruitment. It's also a really big mess. Like, look at this phalanx time. They have the exactly same start with the Hellenic pikeman one, but take more turn to recruit and more expensive. Alright, it really doesn't make any sense at all. I think it's because They just take unit from different unit mode and slap it together to to have their own mod. So we will see a lot of units like this in this game who have different name but same start and different course, different turn to recruit, and many other units which doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, we have a lot of gold, and for some reason we are at the Imperium level 1, but we can make up to 12 army. Okay, and the general upkeep cost is very low, just 100 gold, and we even have a cavalry general unit which have upkeep cost. We have 1 gold upkeep cost. So what we can do is we just make a lot of general with that unit as cavalry. So we will basically have 3 cavalry unit as general who have only 1 upkeep cost. Right? It really doesn't make any sense. Come on. Okay. And the building and income. The building and income also doesn't make any sense at all. Like the building only provide few hundreds of income, but we have like many thousand. It don't add up. And diplomacy, we can sell trade for a lot of gold. Come on. Look at this. We can really sell trade for a tons of gold in the very early game. Even the faction that hate us still want to buy trade for massive amount of gold. And wow, it's really bad. Okay, now let's take a look about the battle in this mod. So as you can see here, the auto resolve, the AI is buffed massively in auto resolve. So the very small garrison can beat our elite army there. And you know what happens if the auto resolve is buffed like this? That the AI, it will make the suicide attack to us because they think they can win. The AI, they will just value the battle based on the auto resolve bar. That means they just attack it because they think they can win, but in reality, if we manually resolve the battle, the AI, they have no chance of winning. So if the auto resolve is buffed massively like this for the AI, it will make suicide attack, and the campaign would be much easier for the player actually. Alright, the battle AI, I just have a very quick battle here, but the battle AI is pretty bad. They say they just run towards the main body of our army, just like in vanilla, and we can easily kite and take out the missile unit very easily with the cavalry. Like this, you can see we can kite very easily. They fail to use spear infantry to protect their missile unit, as you can see in Divine Emperor. So what I can say here is the AI is much worse than in Divided Empire. Okay, so here this is where things get funny, like the unit balance here. You can see the short infantry, the light short infantry is starting attacking our pikemen. This pike unit is in pike formation, but they don't lower their pike. Instead, they just stay still and poke the sword unit with their spear. But the pike unit, they don't lose any man, while while the sword unit is dropped like wow. Look at this, they drop very fast, very fast, but they don't rout. They don't rout at all. Even they have very little man left, they just don't rout. Okay, that's really ridiculous. Really ridiculous. And of course we are playing on legendary difficulties, so the battle is very buggy and very imbalanced. Here you can see the pike unit of the enemy is faced directly as our pikeman, so we have a perfect cavalry rear charge at this pikeman. And let's see what happened. Wow, our cavalry die on impact when charged the enemy pikeman in the rear. So the pikemen, they are magically deal damage to our cavalry with their bike somehow. And it really doesn't make sense. And the enemy pike unit, they just push inside our pike formation and deal damage. It really doesn't make any sense at all. Here we will try to use another rear charge with our cavalry and see what happened. Right? Yeah, they just push inside our formation. Look at this formation, it's really bad. So another perfect rear charge to the pike, and yeah, our cavalry just die really quickly. It sucks. It doesn't make sense. And the pike unit of the enemy, they start pushing into our pike unit, and our pike unit is dropping men like crazy. And here another charge right in the back, but okay, our cavalry die really quickly. And also the enemy pike, they pushing in and start killing our unit. It doesn't make any sense. It's really bad. Okay, here we can try to use the infantry, the short infantry, and see what happens. Right. So this time the short infantry charging straight into the pike didn't take that much damage. And really, but the unit charging in the back actually lose man faster than unit that charge in the front. Okay, so I really don't understand what mechanic is that. It's really buggy, and and it makes no sense at all. Okay, so our cavalries died for charging enemy in the back. And here another nonsense. We can have more gold by occupying the settlement than by looting or sacking. So there is really no reason for us to use other option rather than just occupy. And here, surprise, the Spartans, they can recruit up to 20 units per turn with just one settlement. It's not difficulty, it's nonsense. Right. So in conclusion, oh wait, here we have the general skill, and the general skill is exactly the same as the divide and impera. I don't know what to say here. Okay, so in conclusion, the mod Wars of the God is a very big messy mod with broken mechanics, broken battle mechanics, broken AI, broken campaign, and it have a lot of nonsense stuff. So I personally cannot stand this mod at all. So please don't ask me to play in this mod. I cannot because I like logical, I like things that make sense. I cannot play this mod at all. Okay, so this will be the end of this video. What do you think? What's your opinion about this mod? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in my other video.